Struggle to get set up with your putter, here's 3 simple tips and checklists that you can stick to before you hit any putt. So what you're going to do, turn your palms out sideways, you're going to clap your hands and then bend over in your golf posture. Many people who get the club out position at setup get the palms too much pointed down towards the ground. So what you're going to do, both elbows connected to both hips, palms out, you're going to clap your hands so they're facing each other. 3 ways to get set up with putter correctly and adequately enough for your putting stroke. Put your hands out in front of you, connect both elbows to both hips, face your palms out the way. What you're going to do from here, clap both hands, tilt forward in your golf posture, stand up nice and tall. We're going to get our elbows into both hips, palms out the way. You're going to clap your hands so your palms are out the way. You're going to clap your hands. You're going to bend in your golf posture so your shoulders are nice and level, forearms are nice and square towards your target. Ball club face is square towards my intended target. Shoulders, forearms are perfectly in line. Now we're going to talk about left and right hand. The left hand is the controller of the putting stroke. The right hand is the feel gauge. If you add too much lead wrist extension, where the grip end of the club goes back the way, we add lots of loft. If we add too much flexion in the left wrist, where the knuckles go towards the ground, as you can see, we de-loft the club. So it's important to understand as you come into impact, if you struggle with too much loft or take loft off the putter, just to visualise that you're trying to create a flat left wrist. All you're trying to do from there, swing the putter back, feel like your left wrist stays relatively flat. An angle in your left wrist affects the orientation of the club face. If I add too much extension of the left wrist where the grip end of the club goes back the way, we add lots of loft, face closes. If I go to a position where I create a slightly flatter lead wrist, where the club head and the grip end of the club come back at the same angle, the club face comes in relatively neutral and the club has the same amount of loft in it depending on your grip type. If I go too much lean in the shaft forward, where the left wrist goes into a flex position, where the knuckles on my left hand go down towards the ground, create a slight de-loft. If you've got 4 degrees of loft on your putter, the chances are that's going to be lower than what it was at address. This goes towards the ground in a flex position, we loft off the club, grip end goes back, we add lots of left wrist extension, lots of loft. So it's finding a happy medium. What you want to do is try and get the left wrist relatively flat coming through impact, and you want to feel like you've got a really good feel in your right hand. So the left wrist controls the direction, the right wrist controls the feel. You don't want to grip too tight with the right hand. It's finding a medium balance. What you're going to do as you set up to the golf ball, keep your putting stroke nice and connected, tilt forward, grip end of the club's pointing towards your left eye, set up to the ball, swing the putter back. We're not creating any breakdown in this left wrist. I push your left wrist towards the target. So flat left wrist at impact when we're putting. That's going to help us maintain the loft and keep nice light grip pressure in your right hand. Another good feeling would be flat left wrist, put the grip end of the club up your forearm. If I create too much lead wrist extension, where I create a breakdown in that left wrist, grip end of the club goes back. So it's trying to keep the grip end of the club all the way up your forearm, almost Bryson DeChambeau or Matt Kuchar style. So left wrist to the target, wrist towards the target, keep that left arm nice and soft, and then as you apply your right hand to the golf club, that keeps it nice and soft as well.